Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Clark County Parks and Recreation and the Winchester Dondero Cultural Center, I'd like to welcome you to tonight's show. Before we get started, just a couple of housekeeping items. Please silence your cell phones. Remember, no flash photography during the performance. If you need to visit the restroom, there are a lobby to your left. Finally, we'd love to hear how we're doing. Throughout the building, there are QR codes. You can scan and leave an online review, or if you prefer, you may fill out a paper evaluation in the lobby. Thank you. Winchester Theater has a long history of presenting live music and entertainment in the Las Vegas Valley. Tonight, The Sounds of China meets South America in a very special program. It is with great pleasure that we present to you World Vibrations.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Thank you for being with us this night. We just began with a beautiful piece from China. It's called Jasmine Flower. And it's my pleasure to be with you tonight and all of us here. Little by little, we're going to be introducing ourselves. So this was a beautiful song, as you can see, with different instruments. Jasmine Flower. Now, Mariano is going to talk to you about his solo piece.
Muy buenas tardes. Good evening. How are you feeling? Everything okay? Well, we are ready to do a beautiful song for you. Maybe you never heard before, but the pleasure is to listen in such, in kind of ensemble, very difficult to find like this harp. And this is, they call the shan, this is organ, the Chinese ancient instrument. Erhu, and then Mr. Yanqing, se llama el señor Men, all are professors de university music. And mi amigo Flavio, and we are local already anyway. And they are our special guests. So we are very pleased to join them. And then, I don't know, sometimes I prefer to speak Spanish because my English is not really good. Yeah, I feel sometimes. Can you understand me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Because sometimes I don't understand myself. Yeah, so difficult. Anyway, I'm going to introduce this instrument. Is the Paraguayan harp. They call it the Paraguayan harp because there are so many harps around the world. And this is special made in our country, Paraguay. And of course, every harp is different. The strings, and especially the techniques is so different. This music is composed, written especially for the Paraguayan harp. The piece named Cascada, the waterfall song. I hope you enjoy. By Dino Garcia. It's a very famous song, The Waterfall. I have to turn on my watch because I want to show up with my watch too, that. It's actually presented by Tony Orlando, so I say. Here we go. Muchas gracias, muchas gracias.
The next piece that we're gonna do together is from Cuba. It's called La Paloma. I'm sure that a lot of you folks will recognize this melody. And I'm gonna switch from that charango to another string instrument. This one right here, this one is from Venezuela. It's called cuatro. Cuatro because it has only 4 strings. Easy. So with these beautiful instruments, and also I'm gonna use a pan pipe flute from Ecuador, and different instruments, the oud, of course the harp. We're gonna do this from Cuba, La Paloma. Beautiful song from Cuba, La Paloma. Now, one?
Yes. You want to introduce your piece? Yeah.
Hong Wan is gonna play solo.
Hello. Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Hong Wang. Yes, my English is not good too. So maybe I just speak in English, talking about this piece. Kangding is a place, just like a small town name. Qingge is a love song. But it's very, very pop melody, But today we say it's a word vibration. But actually, tonight we want to show you the folk song original from China and Latin countries,
Yeah.
So we just presented all this traditional, original music, That's why it's not a complex piece, but it's beautiful melody. So original, all the folk musicians created this kind of piece. So we are benefit, we just learn the music and play it for you. Okay, now this piece is very simple melody, but it's kind of a love song. And in all the countries, you can find it, all kind of love songs.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Love
And-
always simple.
Yes. I went to many cities and countryside to do the field works, to collect the folk music. I just find it, people are creative. So, yeah. So 这首曲子我讲一下中文这首曲子《康定情歌》。那么前面一首可能你很熟悉的就是鸽子，因为在过去，在中国大陆就是有很多这个人都知道这个曲子，鸽子很流行的一首曲子。这首《康定情歌》，OK，The Kangding Love Song。
By the way, before start this, I'd like to introduce one more time. Hong Wan is one of the leader musician around the world performing on the greatest orchestra. He just came back from Australia. He went world tour with the Avatar Orchestra. You know the Avatar? It is a wonderful production. And I don't know his name. I said the last, how do you call it? The orchestra name is?
This is Avatar last Airbender in concert.
Oh, yeah. Last.
Yeah, it's a world touring program.
Yeah, went to Europe, and then just yesterday he came back from Australia. Amazing. So, yeah. This is Hong Kong.
Isn't that beautiful? Okay, it's my turn for the solo piece. When we were putting together the program, we said, each of us should play a solo piece. Originally, I was thinking of doing something with the charango because mostly tonight I've been playing the charango, which is the small string instrument that I'm playing. It's from Bolivia. But we have we have a variety of different string instruments, the harp, the salterio, of course, and the arhu. So instead of the charango, I'm going to play just a solo piece with the flute, with the Pampay flute. This is from Ecuador, from Otavalo, and now we're going all the way to Italy. Vámonos para Italia. ¿Quién quiere ir a Italia? Coco por ahí ya lo oí, quiere ir. Ok, so vamos a tocarles esta canción, aunque es con la flauta sola, pero debe sonar bonita. It doesn't need introduction because I'm sure that you guys will recognize this beautiful melody from Italy. Que vean que todavía soplo. Thank you. Come back to the stage, my friend. Wish you could do some more. That's good. The next piece that we're going to do is a beautiful piece also. It's called the Music Box Dancer. You will recognize this one as well. Just let me get ready here.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Everybody know this song sometime, not long ago. It was hit worldwide. Cajita Musical, de Frank Mills. Tenemos otra canción. Qué lindo esto. Ellos son, sí.
Hello. Okay. So next piece, we will have Yang Qing Master to play a solo piece called okay, the Tin Mountain Festival. You know, this piece arranged. Yeah, please sit down. Yeah. And the music actually arranged by Master Yang Qing, a soloist from Shanghai Conservatory. You know, actually, I know her for more than 40 years. And of course, this piece arranged from the folk song from Xinjiang area. The music style is kind of vigorous music. But for Yang Qing, that's the instrument. Yeah. Yang Qing, you know, we call it a hammer dulcimer or call it a zantur. So in different countries, they have different name. But original, this kind of instrument is from Persia, and they call it zantur. Or if you're from India, they call it a similar name. In China, called Yang Qing. Yang means the Western instrument. You know, the original in I believe is 17th century to 18th century. You know, the Persia business person and bring this kind of instrument to China through the Silk Road or from the ocean. You know, bring the instrument to South China, like Kandun province. So I believe Kandun's musicians first used this instrument for their music. So this piece. He would do the solo, but also he used the two bamboo hammer to play, to beat the strings. But different countries they have a different kind of hammer, and in East European countries to West, European countries, they have similar instrument, but the larger one probably you can find it in Hungary. They call it cymbalum. It sounds like piano. Okay, so next piece we'll do the Tin Mountain Festival. Yeah.
next song we're going to do, it has a long name in English. So I'm just going to tell in Spanish, El Jardín de los Cerezos. In English, it's called Cherry Pink and Apple Blossom White. Oh my.
It's,
And I'm sure that you guys will recognize this. A lot of orchestras around the world have been playing this beautiful, it's kind of cha-cha rhythm. So you will recognize. So feel free to dance if you like, okay? This beautiful song. Isn't it beautiful the way that we play different from all around the world? The harp from Paraguay, Juan has been playing different instruments, mostly from China. Juan is playing the erhu. Fanjin is playing the, what do you call it?
Yangqing.
Yangqing, sorry. And I've been playing, of course, the charango, the cuatro, the pampa flute. So I think that humans, we should be like these instruments from different races, all playing nice and beautiful. Is that right? Yes? Okay, so just like these instruments. Okay, so cherry pink and apple blossom white. And here we go.
Right. This is we don't have any trumpet at this because Perez Prado is making very famous around the world this song. But we have so different instruments tonight, and because the combination is so different sound here, and it's interesting.
Condor? Condor? Pasa?
Vámonos.
Okay, the next piece is one of my favorites because I've been playing South American music for 40 years or even maybe more. I'm Mexican, even though I look like German, but no, I'm not. I'm Mexican. But I play the South American music, the charango, the pampa flutes, like the one that I just played is from Bolivia. It's called siku. And now we're going to play one of the most well-known songs from South America. I'm talking about El Condor Pasa. I'm very sure that you guys will recognize this. Back in the 60s, Simon and Garfunkel, they made this song very popular. They put lyrics on it, and they did a version that it was worldwide well known. But it's a typical song from South America. And now we're going to do our own version with the arhu and all the different instruments. So for you from Peru and Bolivia, from the highlands in South America, this is El Condor Pasa.
You know, actually, this piece is very popular in China.
Oh, really?
在中国我们叫老鹰之歌，非常流行的一个音乐。
Wow.
Right? Now the music open.
So now it's going to be very popular in Las Vegas. pasó por China, por todas partes.
Llegó a Las Vegas.
Arr. Okay. The next piece, well, actually, we will have Professor Zhao Huan. Or in English, you can Huan Zhao. Yeah. Now, he is the visiting professor from China at the UNLV Music Department, right? And so today, he will play two pieces. One is very popular in 1960s. Yeah. Another one is a solo piece. It's about a women hero, right? So yeah. But anyway, the music original from central China called Hubei province. The music is based on the folk music. So I know there are many Chinese know this melody, but the story is so long. So I just say it's a women hero. So the piece, yeah, play with Master Men, yeah, yeah. 红叫红湖。OK， 对啊，这个洪湖主题随想曲，这是我们中文的一个名字啊。So you can call it Fantasy of Hong Lake. Yeah.
That's too bad. They leave me alone here. Well, I'd like to thanks once again for your presence today here. It's very meaningful for us. We prefer few people who really understand music, who really like music, instead of this huge, and they never listen to music. Just they go because they're going to have fun somehow, but they don't know how they appreciate the music. And now I believe this audience is so warm. And thank you again. I'd like to share with you, because for myself, I feel grateful to be here at the Winchester so many times. I feel already home here, because too many times I've been performing here. And I'd like to thank all the person who in charge, as today, like John, help us a lot, and all the staff, always so kind. And Irma also say, Mariana, okay, anytime. And I say, we have some special guests from China. They are very important musician because they are professor on the music university in China. And then I say, okay, let's do something. And now we offering you like so nice combination. But the thing is, from my side, I've been here almost 24 years, and then I've been such a beautiful time staying in America. And then I learned a lot. I have so many good musician friends, and they help me to grow myself, to understand more about the culture. And then I like to play one American traditional, not traditional, classic song, everybody know. And thanks to this beautiful country to let us to live here and enjoy our life here, especially doing music for in our case. And then this song is very beautiful, called Over the Rainbow, for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's such a pleasure. I say many times to be part of this group. And I want to invite Flavio to play together one of these Paraguayan music. We have so many bird songs in our country, especially we musicians, we have such a beautiful lifestyle to share people like in the countryside, in the city, on the other level. So this is one of the songs we want to play. El pájaro Chogui. Maybe you hear sometime some famous musician record it. Vámonos, compadre.
Es para mí realmente un placer tocar esta noche con Mariano, que es uno de los artistas conocidos a nivel mundial, y lo tenemos aquí en casa en Las Vegas. Es para mí un placer.
Solamente los amigos me conocen.
Claro que sí, Mariano. Bueno, esto vamos a estar. Hace bastante tiempo que no tocamos esto juntos, pero vamos a intentarlo. El pájaro show, y dice.
Ahí estamos, con el folclore, sí.
Yes.
¿Cómo estamos? ¿Todo bien? ¿No está cansado ya? Ah, no, ok.
Porque nosotros sí. Han, would you like to introduce the next song, Horse?
Yes. Okay, the next piece is very popular, very famous piece in Chinese called Sema. Sema, horse racing. Yeah.
Oh, horse.
Yeah. Horse racing, the melody actually based on in Mongolia's folk song, and composed in 1960 by a music teacher. Actually, it's professor in Wuhan Conservatory of Music, and his name is Huang Haihuai. And this piece become popular because they have all kind of versions. So people want to add some exciting parts. Yeah. So now we will have a kind of a fusion horse racing here. So Latin horse and with Chinese horse together.
That's the
Okay.
horse. Even, you're going to hear even the horse sound here.
Yes. Okay.
You're gonna hear the
Horse
horse
racing,
neighing.
Sema.
Yeah.
Okay, and this piece,
Caballo de carrera.
on this piece, I'm gonna use a different flute that I have not used all night. Well, first you saw me, I played the pampai flute from Ecuador, from Otavalo. They just call it pampai. And then I played the siku. The siku is like the Spanish name for pampai flute in South America. This particular one comes from Bolivia. But over there, it depends of the size of the flute, they give it a specific name. Like they come like in a family. So for the horse racing, I'm gonna use the daddy of the family. This is called Sanka. Daddy, mom is called Malta, and the baby is called Ika. It's the loudest, just like every baby in the family, huh? So now with daddy, I'm gonna play this the horse racing. Here we go.
It's beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Well,
Really?
we're almost done for tonight. We got one more piece for you guys, but at this time, I would like to thanks to the Winchester Dondero Cultural Center for inviting us. Again, especially thanks to Irma Varela. But I want personally to thank Mariano because Mariano is the one who put all this together. He called me a couple of nights ago. So Mariano, thank you. Mariano is the one who put us all together. Some of you, probably you have been here when I've been playing with Mariano and also with Hong. But now I want to introduce the members, even though you know them, of course, Corso from Paraguay and the harp, Mariano Gonzalez.
To Professor Zhao Huan, he's all the way from China, from my school, now He is the dean of musical instrument department. He just got the position. So congratulations.
Hao Juan. And of course, playing the South American drum, the cha-chas, and a lot of instruments. Of course, Hong Wang.
You know, Hong, actually he played more than 20, he say about 20 kind of flute. You can imagine that. Incredible. But I think now he play more than 20 instruments because he's going to play the bombo also tonight. That's the kind of percussion.
From Mexico.
Yeah, from South America, yeah. Actually, yes.
That is from Argentina.
Argentina.
Yes. The bombo is Argentina.
Yeah.
See.
And for this show, we have been practicing at Hong Wang's house. And when you go to his house, it's like a museum of instruments. He has I don't know how many instruments he has. He has a big ping pong table, but it's full of instruments, all kind of food. It's like Disneyland for me when I walk over there. Say, oh my, a lot of instruments. Okay, so now playing the Jankin over here is Ming Fan Ying. And of course, myself from Mexico, Flavio Martinez. Yay! Tenía que haber un Martínez. Somos una plaga, los Martínez. And I don't want to leave without also give the knowledge and give the thanks to the sound and tech guys over there. So put your hand together for tech guys. Sound, lights. It's not easy to do the sound because you see them so many different instruments and they have different colors, so they have to be equalizing everything. So you guys did a great job tonight. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
So we play our last song for you. Thank you for very much for being with us tonight, guys. And we are going to finish with another song from South America that I'm sure that you guys know it. It's called El Carnavalito. You can sing, you can dance, you can clap. Okay, so here we go. Thank you very much. This is El Carnavalito. Hold on, give me a minute.
Give you 5 minutes.
Give me 5 minutes. We have a guy who's coming next. I don't want to get lost. Okay, here we go.
Thank you. Muchas gracias. Espero que tengan muy buenas noches. Ahí estamos. Oh, mira, mira, mira con quién nos encontramos esta noche. Quiero presentar al gran amigo, Roberto Pelay, gran periodista. We have tonight really a surprise because he's always in front of us, artists. Every artist, not only for us. For every artist, he's one of the most outstanding, I can say, ¿cómo se dice? Escritor? Writer. Yeah, he's a wonderful writer, and I mean exceptional. Muchas cosas. Oh, quería decir muchas cosas, pero se me tranca el idioma, ¿no? Como que la pronunciación y todo. Pero sí, es un gran periodista y escritor. Roberto Pelay, del diario El Mundo. Buenas noches. Muchas gracias por venir, por honrarnos esta noche. Muchas gracias. Y bueno, and once again, Hong Wan, thank you so much. And nosotros le llamamos Juan. Es tan fácil, Juan. Sí, Juan. Sí. Y nosotros, como se llama amigo, se llama Men. Ya, Men. Y Flavio ya le conocemos de él. Muchas gracias, thank you. Adiós, amigo.